Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's lack of content following their Spotify deal has shocked fans and royal experts alike. Until now, the Sussex's multi-million-pound deal with Spotify has barely seen any real outcome. During his interview, royal expert and commentator Russell Myers brought this news to light. They want to try and work out where Harry and Meghan's future lies and whether it is to carry on with this juggernaut of signing themselves up to projects with these massive corporations that arguably will want their pound of flesh at the end of it. I don't think they'll just give out tens of millions of pounds to Harry and Meghan to just churn out podcasts like they did on the pilot episode we heard recently. As nice as it was, I don't think it's breaking any new ground. And certainly the money that is being given to Harry and Meghan, they are going to presumably want them to do something a bit meatier. And whether that involves them showing their lives in California or whether it involves them doing historical projects about the royal family or talking about their position before Megxit. While the Duke and Duchess did produce one episode, royal expert Neil Sean claimed that the audio streaming giant is mystified over the lack of content that is being produced by the pair. Apparently Spotify are mystified by the lack of content. I'm not really mystified by it. When you think about it, there are two people who have never truly made audio broadcasts before or really had any involvement within the media, he said. The former actress, of course, has appeared in a few movies and TV, but that's really is their extent of media involvement. What's interesting to note is there have been some false stop-starts, but it does appear Spotify is saying, where is the content? They've only paid a small sizable fee, but they want to see something. He added, it appears that Harry and Meghan still have some kind of deal with Spotify, but it's not in the original format. It appears the plans are now on an ad hoc basis, so it makes it more enthralling. While there's still a deal, there's nothing concrete about a regular broadcast. The first episode of the podcast is likely to have been less popular than Spotify and the couple initially expected, media lawyer Ian Penman, who is an expert in music streaming contracts. He said that it would not be an unfair assumption that perhaps their popularity was not as great as maybe they or indeed Spotify initially felt. He added that people could draw a conclusion that if the company hasn't asked for the next episode of the podcast, then maybe they did not have the popularity that either Meghan and Harry expected or indeed Spotify anticipated. Meanwhile, Penman said that the streaming giant is unlikely to have lost out on a huge amount of money. According to him, Spotify most likely paid the couple a small advance and retained the right to back out of the full $25 million if the first episode didn't make the cut. Giving examples of music deals, he said that this goes back decades, that when people talk about a large deal, like singer Robbie Williams signing a deal for £15 million, $20,151,000, or something, it does not mean he gets that amount on day one. So the problem in case of Harry and Meghan, the media lawyer would imagine, is that when they talk about a $25 million Spotify podcast deal, it probably means that they have signed their first product, in this case a podcast. They then have many, many options for further products. According to him, those options are in the company's favor, and not in Meghan and Harry's favor. The couple had issued a statement last year about the podcast, saying that what they love about podcasting is that it reminds all of us to take a moment and to really listen, to connect to one another without distraction.